7:27 in the evening. High tides are expected to be 1.45 meters at 12:40 in the morning and 1.51 meters at 6 minutes past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Wave heights will vary between 2 to 3 meters and will be mainly northwesterly swells. The sun will rise at 4 minutes past 7 and will set at 18 minutes past 1900 hours. The rest is the international focus.
And before we take leave of you, a reminder once again of our headline-making stories. The Independent Electoral Commission has been briefing scores of international and local election observers on the conduct of the March 29th National Assembly vote. Cashew farmers and others with stake in the advancement of the local cashew industry have been deliberating on the future of the highly marketable nut. Mali school leaders are seeking to thwart a rebel advance on the northern town with a call for the Tuaregs to lay down their arms. And under pressure, Syrian strongman Bashar al-Assad has said that he will accept Kofi Annan's 6-point peace plan for Syria days after his strongest ally, Russia and China, endorsed the proposal. You can follow our stories on other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Thanks for joining us and do enjoy the range of our interesting programs. Until then, my name is Abubakar Dabo.
In the Gambia on the Smiling Coast. This program is brought to you by
it has already stamped an indelible mark on global filmmaking and stage performance. Contemporary African movies offer great vitality and freshness to the movie industry in its depiction of a characterful and richly diverse continent. Now, as audience and recognition continues to grow across the world, the continent's filmmaking industry is on the spotlight again as it converges on a rare red carpet show intended to recognize talent and reward excellence. It's great to have you back on the expedition. I am Ibrahim Achata. Nangadef Jamarek. On this edition of the expedition, we present the Africa Movie Academy Award 2012 nomination night, bringing together a galaxy of cinematic icons and idols from the continent, discovering the beauty of the Smiling Coast on the first ever nomination night intended to reward talent and excellence.
I felt flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd.
That's the expedition coming up right after this break. Welcome back to the expedition on a beautiful encounter with cinematic personalities of the African continent, on a beautiful convergence in the Gambia on the first Africa Movie Academy Award 2012 nomination night, bringing together a galaxy of beautiful cinematic personalities here on the Smiling Coast on a night intended to recognize talent and excellence.
Gambia is a very beautiful country, and I think that it deserves to be seen by the rest of the world. And one of the things that with movie making, pictures speak louder than words. So when the pictures go around the world tonight, people will see how beautiful Gambia is, and hopefully they will be making a lot of films in Gambia. And we try to go where there are less films being made so that we can encourage the culture of filmmaking. Africa's stories can only be retold by motion picture.
Now, I mean, the African cinema, I mean, has been adding, I mean, great vitality and freshness to the, I mean, movie industry of the world since it started. Tell me, what is the way forward?
Well, I think what's happening now is a lot of training has to be done, and our own stories have to be told. So we hope that the films that will be nominated tonight are films that add value to Africa's culture and what Africa stands for. And that's what AMA promotes, is the way that Africa is. And our theme for this year is Africa Rising, because a lot of work has gone into African cinema in the last 1 year, and we think that Africa is rising, and the world has to take notice of what Africa is doing in cinema.
Now, your own opinion of the, I mean, movie spectrum of the continent in the past year.
I think that there's been a lot of work being done. We've had over 328 films coming for the AMAs, which means that there's a lot of work going on. What I want is that by time next year comes along, when we leave Gambia, and Gambia should have at least 3 films in nomination next year.
Okay, that's how, talking about the Gambia, you a player, I mean, in the sector, what do you think, I mean, about our potential to make it?
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. This is a very good occasion for us because it will help us showcase the talents that we have and the talents in the movie industry in Africa in general. The event came to us at short notice, but notwithstanding, we were able to put together something very substantial within 72 hours, and much to the acclaim of the organizers. We hope that by next year or so, we will welcome them in much grander style, and hope to host the event, not only the nomination night, but the actual award night itself, passed by 2013. Because this year's will be held in Lagos, Nigeria. We will put our acts together and hope to host it in 2012.
Okay. Now, a final word. What do you think our aspiring, talents should learn from the galore of, cinematic figures coming to grace this event?
Yeah. I think it's just for them to network with them and try to learn from them. Because filmmaking it's an art. It's a very strong art. You have to learn it, and then you have to get yourself involved in it. I think there is great potential for partnership. There is great potential for them to learn from those who are already on the scene at the international level as well as the continental level. The key word is partnership and training.
AMA's nomination night on the Smiling Coast brought more than smiles on the face of everyone who was fated to witness the first Movie Academy Award nomination ceremony ever staged in the Gambia. Stars, celebs and prominent personalities among the continent's cinematic names and idols came in droves to grace the Gambia's most decisive encounter with the world of filmmaking. Movie stars and producers walked the walk in style on the red carpet with promoters, film directors, musicians and iconic media personalities representing Africa's artist spectrum on a rare convergence celebrating the beauty of the African motion picture. Jackie Appiah, welcome to the Smiling Coast. Welcome to the Smiling Coast. And now on the expedition we present the celebrated Jackie Appiah. Everyone knows her, beautiful Nollywood star, absolutely delightful. Jackie, how do you feel being on this Smiling Coast? Is it for the first time?
This is my second time in the Gambia.
Second time?
Yes, Nanga Def.
Nanga Def Jamarek. How was the first time?
It was very nice. Gambian people are very lovely. I had so much fun, and when they told me Gambia was, the AMAN nomination was going to be held in the Gambia, I was so excited, and that's why I came along this time.
You were going back home again?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And now tell me, your second visit, is it any different?
No, it's fun. I went to some of the same places that I went the last time I was here, because I wanted to see it again, the crocodile pond and so many other stuff. Yeah, so we have so many beautiful tourist attractions in the Gambia.
Okay, so you've come across some of them. They say the country is much more fun when you go out of the hotel.
Yes, 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 it is.
Really?
Yes, and Senegambia is so beautiful.
So beautiful. You met some of our beautiful ladies too.
Yes, and lovely people. Men and women are all lovely here.
And most of them can really believe that Jackie Appiah is on the Smiling Coast to grace the first ever Africa Movie Academy Award 2012 nomination night. Jackie, what surprises for the Smiling Coast?
Well, we're all going to see what's going to happen inside,
okay.
and I wish everyone the best of luck.
So you're not going to break any small secret here for us?
No, there's no secrets.
Yeah. Okay, tell me your advice to the budding, aspiring actors and actresses who are in the Gambia here. We got a lot of them, and they really want to